Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm Jibril Cosplay and today I'll be showing you how I'm making custom patterns for my Cricut machine. So first up, you want to open your design or your reference photo in a photo editing software or drawing software. I'm using Photoshop. You could also use any other that has like the pen tool and can trace. We are going to adjust the opacity of the reference photo so that we can easily trace and draw on top of it. As you can see, I'm just using the pen tool. You could also do this in Illustrator and just trace the shape I need. And then with different anchor points, I am making sure to hit all the straights and all the round shapes of it. Luckily for this tutorial, Jibril's pattern on her shirt isn't too complicated, and it's also not super warped in a way that I would need to readjust it way too much. So here in the background you can just see me do it. I'm going to speed it up as soon as I'm done talking, and yeah. As a little tip, in case the colors are too close or the photo, as you can see here, doesn't have the highest HD quality, excuse me, No Game No Life is like ancient at this point, you can also try to grayscale it and increase the different hues to make it out clearer. As you can see, I am doing this here just to make sure I really get the right shape. Once you are done tracing the outer shape, I usually scale it out a little bit just so it's easier to work with it, and then I'm going to fill it out. Now I'm not giving it a line. I am simply picking a similar color and then only filling the entire shape with color. Of course, if you have multiple colors, you need to color every shape differently or accordingly. Now for this project, I am keeping the entire symbol thing together as one, but I'm just going to show you here what you could do if you have like a huge design with so many parts that you couldn't fit it on your cutting machine, or it's just so much or different colors or whatever, and you just want it to use up less space. Then you can simply split the different shapes. In the end, I am going to keep it as one because it's just easier to keep all the distances in between, like the negative space, the exact same. But again, personal preference. This also just uses more material, and if you want to save some, or again, if you need so much of it, it's just easier to split it apart. And then we are going to open this wonderful site, which is a PNG to SVG digitalizer. Now, the site is free to use, which is great. I am going to link it down in the description box. Here you can even pick out how many colors you need, and if you want to design simplified or not. I could just reduce it to 2 colors, which is white and purple. But of course you can also go ahead and select 5 or 2 colors or 3 or however many your design needs. It is, however, important that you have at least 2 because you want the background to be a different color than the pattern so that you can delete the background once you open your cutting program. I am using the Cricut design space simply because I am using a Cricut machine, so it's just a lot easier. But yeah, here I'm just noting up some facts about the pattern that I'm doing. I usually give them tags and hashtags so that if I ever need to use them again, I can just search for the tags in case I don't remember the exact name I gave it. Or for example, for Ya Miko, which I'm currently working on, I am having so many Cricut files that I can just say, okay, I need my Ya stuff, and then all the Ya stuff comes up, and I don't need to open my photo and scroll through every single Cricut design I have. I'm super paranoid, so you'll be seeing me saving this thing like every other minute. But yeah, now to cut it, if you also want to split it apart even more and save even more, you can go ahead and use the shapes that you have in Cricut and kind of lay them on top of each other and then split the design. I'm actually not sure what the names are that they use in English in this design. I do have it in German, the program. But what you basically want to do is you want to overlap the things that you want to have split. So here you can see me using these gray shapes to kind of block out the purple ones, and then using the cutting tool and splitting them apart. So you can see I now have the cut little purple one, and the other ones are cut as well. Now you could do this for every piece again, then you can save space, even more space, which would be great. But I am doing this as one design to keep the negative space same. So I am just going to delete the background, save again, because again, I am saving everything. Then I'm going to scale it up. Now I did measure this out on my fabric, on my little top that I've sewn. So I first almost finished my clothing piece, and then I measured out what kind of length I need so that it stays proportional. And then I am going to produce it. I am going to go ahead and cut it. Now it needs to be on a cutting mat because I'm not using the smart material. And because I am using heat on transfer vinyl, I also need to mirror it. But more to that in the setup for Cricut. As you can see, I am using my tablet now because for some reason I can't connect my PC to my Cricut, but it works on my tablet, so I'm doing it like that. I am going to click on create. I am going to take my materials. I am mirroring the design. I am putting the shiny side of the heat transfer vinyl down on the cutting mat. As you can see, I've already weeded it out. I didn't record that. And then what I like to do before heating on the real thing is taking a scrap piece, just a small scrap piece and a scrap piece of fabric, and testing if the settings on my iron, the timing, and everything works fine together. And if I'm happy with it and the peel is good, I go ahead and do it out of the real fabric. So what I did is I put on the shirt and then stuck the vinyl on me while I was wearing it, because it's a stretchy shirt, so I wanted to be sure the positioning and the stretch is right. And since the inside of the heat transfer vinyl is a little bit sticky, I just stuck it on and then I took it off and then I ironed it on. Please don't iron it while you're still wearing it. That would be horrible. And as you can see here, this is the final result and the current update on my Jibril cosplay. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time!